Yeah, well, we don't even have time anyways. They're just jumping in immediately. I didn't even finish writing the fucking the wording here. Guess I shouldn't have made it until I was completely ready. Should know better. Well, they ain't gonna play by play until I fix this. Well, hopefully you got your predictions in. I think there's one more minute to do so. But we have our first goal. Creighton on the board. But welcome in, everyone. A little bit delayed. But you know how players are. They just jump in, don't even care. Figure lobby's up, everything's good. But this is Serenyx League 3v3 of the Elite Division. That's 1575 to 1862. And this is week 5. Both these teams undefeated, 4-0. Trying to keep that streak alive. It's also a best of 5. We're only in game 1. Only 1 goal shown so far. That's going to be dropped off. A big bump. Nez, kind of a rough touch, but that's going in. And nice way cleared from Emibert. Nez actually saved it. Little did RES3T Esports-Blue know. That would have been something. But Creighton attacking, pops that one up. Low boost. Emibert can't quite get the angle. Neither can Nez, as they're trapping the corners. But Emibert flick and quick on the draw. Creighton adds in another one, and they definitely got their warm-up in. They are looking quick. And RES3T Esports-Blue almost lets another one fall through, but need to get on the board. They need some sign of life, and there it is. You ask and you shall receive. As RES3T Esports-Blue now able to get that one off their back. Perhaps can continue to add the offense, but big space given. Creighton almost slots that bar in. Nez is going to actually venture back. Creighton can't get a touch there. And that is on target with Emibert having to make the save. That big demo in the backfield. Almost thought we had a disconnect there. Not that it would matter, because we're already well in tow with this game. Alright, Nez is given the time, brings it to the midfield. Although Emibert going wide. And Creighton getting the 50, dropping it to Emibert, who's given a little bit of space, but not enough to make a goal fall through. Creighton tactical fake. And almost a slot. Reppy with the save. But under a minute here to go. Reset Esports-Blue. They're looking for a goal quickly. But another save from Emibert. Creighton hoping that mistake would fall through to capitalize. Waiting for the pass. A great pass indeed. Creighton creeps up and gets the angle, but Nez had a nice little touch to bring it back. You thought a predictable off the wall with force, but kept it close. What a shot. Remnant RL has a little window to work with and using it to the full effect. Emibert can't quite get the double. And now we're venturing back. 10 seconds left. Remnant looking for more power on another shot. But I'd say a better second half for Reset Esports-Blue. And perhaps a little bit slow to start game one. They're starting to ramp up. Maybe can use this momentum going to game two. All right, game two is here. Spartan Harmony up 1 in the series. Looking to extend that win streak. Meanwhile, Reset Esports-Blue, a little sluggish to start, but did ramp up as the game went on. Reppy off to the side. Remnant wants a double. Big clear. Nez trying to redirect it. And what a shot. Creighton able to sneak through. But Spartan Army take the first goal into game two. They get that early start yet again, but almost a chance for Reset. They are knocking on the door. Can they continue with the pressure? Reppy doing a good job. And that's in front of net, but Creighton, huge clear. Now Reppy being tested, and Creighton puts it where the defense can't get it. He's got 2 goals in this one and shooting at a high volume. But almost a great team play. You got the demo shot. Timing almost working to perfection. That's touched out. And Nez, who's been known to play up forward, that's where he likes to play. And definitely can be a nuisance. But can Reset get one on the board? They definitely don't want it to go up 3. A similar nature of game 1. That early start led by Spartan Harmony. They're doing again in full form. Emibert gonna take that boost. Nez can't quite close out on that one. Big clear from the midfield and tactical whiffs, although Nez does recover. And there was a chance for Reset Esports. Will they get another one? A nice few touches, almost into a redirect. And big bumping as well. Wind RL is there, who seemingly has led the offense, or at least has the ability to kickstart it. We saw Remnant with a few good shots as well, but they're able to cut the lead by 1, and now it's a little bit closer, and Remnant coming through. And such a second half team. You're seeing Reset and Spartan Harmony making some mistakes. Reset Esports come in capitalizing, and that's a shot on target. And gonna finish it off. But Spartan Harmony able to play so quick, get the early start, but then kind of lose focus. And somehow Cretan credited with that goal. He will take it because he was not even close. Spartan Harmony still have some luck on their side. Both these games have a weird goal in their favor. Emmy Burt taking possession, almost taking it the whole way. Emmy Burt can't get a touch there. Cretan using his life to clear. Cretan flip reset. Might even block Nez. And we are tied 3-3 still. This might be on target. Causing a double commit. Reppy coming through from the corner. But Nez giving up possession a little bit. Cretan can't catch up to that one just yet. Uses a second effort. Big demo here. Emmy Bird just gonna rip it on. Reppy there for the save. But pass. Gonna lose a little bounce there. And we are under a minute left in this one. Next goal could win. That's a big clear. Remnant can't get a touch. Needs a little help. He gets it. And Cretan can't get a touch there. But Nez, dangerous. And a chance in front of net, but no one from Reset ready to strike. And they're a little clustered, a little out of position. Emmybert able to get the save. As we talked about, there's chances for Reset Esports to capitalize off the awkward positioning of Spartan Harmony. But do we have OT? We have OT. Game 2 OT. Big stakes. Can Reset Esports tie up the series? Or does Spartan Harmony go up match point? Remnant. Apologies. And that one was probably going in. Had some heat on it on the ground. What? Nez gonna get deleted real quick. Emmybert forcing the issue. Reppy low on boost. And Cretan just going for it. He's got 4 goals in this one. All goals for Spartan Harmony. And seals it in OT. As Spartan Harmony go up 2. And man, they are quick to ready up. I'd say a pretty even showing of pressure between the two teams, but just coming down to a play here or there. But you gotta wonder if RES3T Esports-Blue get the right kind of start, because they definitely put themselves in a hole. And Cretan able to get the touch wide, and he's gonna follow this one, coming right back. Nice touch from Wind. But Reppy coming through. Big demo. And Burt, I guess not getting credit for the save, but he gets the touch and also being on defense. Gotta make those plays. And he is tasked with them. But Nez, he almost gets the extra touch. Burt just waiting. And that one falls much to the luck. Reppy coming through. 50'd out. Cretan. Nice pass to Nez, who's passing to Burt. We got some passing plays. That tactical fake. Cretan might have had a chance there. Had some lead blocking to disrupt, and never underestimate the power of some demos clearing the way, eliminating some defense. And we're still scoreless. It really could come down to that. Gotta keep an eye closely on these demos, bump plays. A big pinch going to the other corner. Reppy off the ceiling. Awkward ball. Wind. It's a clear. Cretan can't get a double, but does pause the defense, or really offense, of the opponent. And that is a nice shot. Remnant RL on the board. And that corner shot, so dangerous. High ball. Nez is up. And can't follow that one, or so you thought. There's a little bit of space and no one going for it. Nez able to track it down. But just circumstantial in the middle of everyone. No boost on the initial attacker. And Nez gonna capitalize, and that's a big goal to tie, as RES3T Esports is finally able to get their lead, but not for long. Cretan just gonna drop it low. Let me burn down, but that's going to be a big clear. And 50'd off the high point. Burt realizing he's got to go high to block this one. It's the only spot not covered. Well, Burt going to try and gain control, but it's going to be deleted. Although a little bit of a mix-up allows Nez to grab possession. And Burt, tough spot to challenge, but he does it well, and that is in. That is a tough spot. If you don't get this, that could be a counter, maybe a goal. They might have an open lane to work with. Instead, the risk paying out. But that's going to be just wide, and Burt happy to get a touch there, although Reppy could have a chance here. Emmy Burt there. And you can see Cretan, smart for him to not go. He paused for a second. And Nez gonna keep control on the ground. That's a 2-goal lead. And when possibly trying to block that pass over to the right, then Nez cuts it. Cretan attacking from the side, bounce toward the mid. And that's going to stay to the side. Nez gets a high bouncer. Emibert off the backboard. And after this cluster, you will have your victor, Spartan Harmony, gonna take this one. And quite the series it was. Definitely hard fought, but the score line credits Spartan Harmony with the sweep. But you gotta give credit to RES3T Esports. They definitely made it tough. There are a lot of close games, just didn't turn out in their favor. So if you voted Spartan Harmony, you are correct tonight. So give a shout out to Spartan Harmony, remaining undefeated. They are gonna be 5-0, and I believe there's 7 weeks, so 2 more weeks. But that is going to do it for this cast. Make sure to go watch it on YouTube. We'll have the VOD up. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Very much appreciated. And helps support. So thanks to anyone who tuned into this one. And I will see you on the next one.